Hello everybody, this is Havoc and welcome to the Mass Transit DLC for City Skylines. It officially releases today, so I thought I would try and redo this scenario. I did this on stream and completely and epically failed it, but I didn't really take advantage of the different things that the DLC allows you to do. So I think that's what we're going to focus on today. We're going to redo this scenario and eventually I will start another city here in the future, but for now, we're going to do this scenario. Now, this is a very messed up city. The idea here is that we are wanting to get to a traffic flow of over 82% and have a population of over 35,000. We lose the game if our population goes under 25,000 or if we play for more than 200 game weeks. So we really have to get this traffic optimized quickly and then utilize all the things that the Mass Transit DLC gives us. Now, one of the coolest things that I like is this traffic control thing that we have going on. So for instance, this is a busy highway. So we'll go to Chapman Highway, which we can make a priority road. We won't get into that today, but what we can do is we can adjust the road. And when we adjust the road, we see all the kinds of traffic that this road gets. So as you can see, there is a lot of traffic coming in through here. And there's also a lot of backed up traffic. So what we can do here is over here on the transport types, you can literally kind of break it down to see who's coming from where. Clearly there's not going to be pedestrians or cyclists. See, none of that. Now there are private vehicles. There is no public transport because we don't have any public transport right now. But we do, sorry about that, I had to sneeze. But we do have city construction or city service workers. We have a lot of trucks and we have a lot of private vehicles. So let's go ahead and knock it down. Let's just kind of break down the scenario one by one. So service trucks. Obviously this is a one direction highway over here. And as we can see, there are a ton of trucks that are coming inbound from this highway. Not to mention there are some coming in from this industrial area up in here. And so what they're doing is they're coming and peeling off and they're going to this industrial area. They're coming and peeling off on this part of the highway and they're going into this commercial zone. And they're also peeling off and coming down over into this industrial zone. So what we're going to do, we're going to try and see if we can't optimize that a little bit. One simple solution would be to actually just delete this industrial zone. That way there's not so many trucks coming into here, because you can see right here, a majority of the traffic in this lane is trucks. So that's something we can work on for sure. Let's get back into the... So we see there's a ton of trucks. We also have a ton of city service vehicles, and those are primarily coming from the landfills. So as you can see here, they're all going into there, they're all going in around here. But a big, huge chunk of them are filtering in through here, and they are just simply picking up trash going in and around the neighborhoods. So that's something else we can consider. And then last but not least, we have private vehicles. Now this is obviously another large portion of our traffic woes everywhere. And they're going every which way direction they possibly can. So what I think we could do, I think we'd do a mix of some traffic rules along some of these routes to kind of fix it real quick. And then also we're going to try and see if we can't work on some one-way directions. Maybe that will help the flow of traffic kind of work a little better. Now this is really just a cluster, and really this is not only one part of everything that has to go wrong. This is all right. It's not the best. I'm not completely okay with it, but this is not the area that needs to get worked on. As you can see here, the only worry is right here, and that's something we could probably easily fix. This is another terrifying little thing. As you can see, it is completely backed up. It is causing huge amounts of traffic, and it's honestly one of the things I want to work on first. What we're going to do is we're going to simply turn this into a nice big four-way intersection thing here. So we're going to kind of just delete everything here. Forget about the rules. We'll get to the rules in a minute and you'll see them, and I think you'll really like them. But for now, we're gonna start with making a big ol' roundabout. Now I've done this before in other games that I played of of City Skylines, and it seems to work pretty well. So let's go... I need to go one more. Let's go 14. Right like that. And then we'll go 7, 7, and then we'll make ourselves a little roundabout. Now, what I really also like about this new update is everything just clicks. Beforehand, if I wasn't sure the distance, then I would have to kind of just guess and start over and guess and start over. Now it knows that there's an intersection right here, and that's at 7 units away. So it's going to automatically pop up. You see that right there? And it'll just allow me to be able to see 7 right there. Really awesome. And all of these intersections are just popping up just to help me out, which is a really cool. See those little dots? Really awesome. I really like it. So well done Paradox, well done. Now what we have to do here is we have to weave. This is a little bit awkward, but it'll be all right. So we just kind of have to dodge and weave a little bit to try and get our little piece to come in. And it's not going to be perfect, but it'll be alright. Nope, we don't want to do that. And then, yeah, we'll do it like that. There we go. And then we'll have to kind of come the same direction over here. No. Only a little bit awkward. Trying to squeeze these pieces into there is not the easiest thing in the world. Okay, let's get this going. Let's go. Now, if we could just squeeze it. Did we just do it right there? No, we didn't. Well, goodness gracious. There we go. So it's a little bit awkward, but I think it'll work. Look at that. That is completely terribly awkward. Really just nothing we could do about it. So we'll just have a really awkward road. No big deal. There we go. That's super weird, but people will get a little seasick. It's alright. So anyways, this is what we're going to do. And then we can come down to here. And as you can see, this is actually a one-way, which really isn't that bad of an idea. So we will go ahead and just kind of emphasize the one-way. We'll still do a big road. Yeah, we'll go ahead and just do it like that. There we go. That'll work. That'll work. And so then the idea is that we need to get traffic to go from this direction over here, which is what it was doing before, and get it up on back onto the highway. Let's see if we can't get something a little smoother. That's still a little bit awkward. Man, that's so awkward. I don't like it. I'm not a huge perfectionist, but at the same time, I mean, you have to kind of draw your boundaries somewhere. That's relatively smooth. So that way, that will allow them access down into here to come up and circle around and get all that stuff done. And then, let's see, they'll already be fine there. I don't really think any traffic comes down into here, but we might as well build an intersection for it anyways. Let's see, let's just come right out here. There we go. If we have to destroy a few things, it's alright. Let's get this down. There's going to be a lot of destroying, and hopefully we won't lose too much of a population in the process. And then let's see if we can connect it from there to there. There we go. Again, a little bit awkward, and then all you got to do to switch that direction is click on the change button and right click. Simple as that. Now, we have to connect this over to here, which is going to be a little bit more awkward. And this is going to be a two-way street. So let's kind of do this. There we go. That's not so awkward. And then we just got to add some on and off ramps for here. And, I mean, we do need some over here. And we'll do it like so. There we go. So that's not so terribly awkward, but that does allow for this traffic to come down into here. Oh, and we got to add some roads here. Let's just do this. Nope, page down. That should have fixed them. Oh, that's a national road. Derp, derp. I was like, why? There we go. Now, the issue here is we got traffic that goes up through here and that goes all the way down and around through here. I don't think that any industrial trucks go down in here. Am I wrong? I'm not. They only come up through here. As you can see, they're kind of coming down from here, from all of these areas, and coming up into here and stopping off here. So rather than force guys to come down here, which is kind of giving them, kind of making traffic divert over in this direction, as you can see, there are quite a few trucks that kind of come in here. We are actually going to change the direction, make them all go this way. So that way trucks can come through here if they want and come there, and then they can come through there, but they're going to be forced to come all the way around and utilize this exit to get back onto the interstate. Now this is what's really cool. This is what I love about this update. Let's go into, well, nope. Oh, and we're out of money. Well, let me go ahead and take a big old loan out real quick. And then this will probably be the last big thing we do this first episode. Update that, okay. Junctions. So here are our junctions, and what's really, really cool about this update is we can toggle what we want on this. So for instance, I don't want traffic lights here, so we're not going to do traffic lights. But rather than make it pure chaos, what we can do is we can toggle stoplights. So for instance, I know that there's a lot of traffic that is coming from this direction that needs to peel off here or cycle around. So what do? I can put a stop sign right here that will stop this traffic and allow this traffic to kind of flourish and go. Now the same thing though, and they'll be using this, so that won't be too bad. But that's a pretty cool solution, I think, and should work pretty well. This stoplight alone should help the flow of traffic, and the same thing goes over here. I can turn this off, and I can turn this into certain stoplights. So for instance, I know I need to prioritize this intersection right here. So I'm going to put a stop right there, and I'm going to put a stop right there. And that way it allows this to be a priority where they can all turn and be more effective. So we're going to do that all the way around down here too, because we have big, huge, just ugly messes over here. So for instance, I could put a traffic light right there. That will not help my traffic issues, but it will still be decently effective, I think, to prioritize and make these guys stop. Same thing over here. I'm going to make these guys stop. There's not a whole lot of traffic. There's a lot of traffic that goes over here. So we'll just have to kind of play around with it. Yeah, we'll definitely have to play around with this. So let's see what Edward Avenue has. It has a ton of trucks that come in and out of the junction. Now, a solution that we could do is we could see if we couldn't shorten the route that it takes for these guys to get from over here down into this junction. That would be a solution. Also, potentially even just taking out one of the roads would also be a way to do it. If we could take out this road, they would all just cycle and funnel down and come into here. So that's really not the solution in this regard. But let's go ahead and just upgrade these, just to, so they can handle a little more traffic, because right now they're really not able to handle that much. And then we'll just kind of make all of these the same thing, just to give it a nice little flow. And then they'll just simply, that's what they'll be used for. Actually, we should have upgraded to these, because all these little two-way divided things just aren't working for me. And then again, hopefully that'll kind of increase the flow of traffic a little bit. Where else do we have some congestion? We did have a lot of guys coming into here. I don't really know the solution for that right now. I mean, aside from destroying it, and I really don't want to destroy it. That's not one of my goals. Another issue is this right here. So what we can do here, as we can see, a ton of traffic is coming from here. They're merging onto here. Let's just, this is cool. I like this as well, just being able to click on certain parts of the road. We could rename this if we wanted to. That's another really awesome thing. But let's go. Okay. So we can see a lot of guys coming in there, but a lot of private vehicles as well. And a lot of those private vehicles are coming from this area. As you can see, not many private vehicles are getting on the highway. A lot of these guys are kind of staying local, but we just have a ton of pedestrian traffic, of private vehicle traffic that gets on this, and they are simply just going to here and then going out over into these areas. So if there was a way we could prioritize and kind of shove the private vehicle traffic off, that would be pretty good. But I guess one thing we could do is just okay, so that, okay. So they tried to fix it, and it just didn't work. And there is also nothing that goes from this direction onto this part of the highway. No, so that might be another reason why we're seeing some congestion. So let's go ahead and fix that real quick, and then we'll kind of see what else might be the problem. See if we can't divert a little bit of traffic going that direction. Now over here, I don't really know what we could do to fix this little conundrum. I mean, a possibility would simply be to turn these into one-way streets, so they kind of have to force traffic elsewhere. Because you can see there are a lot of trucks coming in, so if we made this a one-way, they wouldn't be coming down here, over here, and up this direction. Instead, we could almost force a one-way all the way up and divert traffic that way. So let's go ahead and work on that. I mean, we'll literally just build a connection there. And then we will upgrade this to only go this way. I don't want to force things to only go this way, but we may have to. Because that way trucks can still come in here. We'll see if this works. So again, the idea is we have to force those trucks to go in through here and come to there. Now what we can also do is we can also prioritize, do our route junctions. And we can kind of, again, make these guys priority stops. And no one else. We can make these guys priority stop as well. And that doesn't make much sense. But no, we'll allow that. That's okay. Yeah, I think that'll definitely work. But we have guys on all sides coming into here. So I really don't know that I want to prioritize one over the other. If I had to, I would prioritize the off-ramp. So we'll build a stoplight right there. And then I think that's kind of a bit of our issue is already taken care of there. We'll just play it by ear and see what happens. See if the flow of traffic gets a little better. So here we go with these guys. Trucks are able to get on the road. I don't know why they're getting off and then getting back on. We should have made this a one-way. Let's pause it real quick. There we go. So I don't know why they're kind of just funneling right back into each other. So it's helping just a tiny bit. I don't know that it's making a huge difference right now, but again, once we kind of get things rolling, yes, this is a big issue. And again, they may just kind of be working themselves out, kind of working out some kinks. Anything kind of working over here, it's getting a little better. Diverting traffic a little bit. We've got trucks peeling off there, which is good. This is definitely improving. We just kind of have to get it. I mean, we're at 59. Trying to see what some major traffic areas are becoming. Oh, another thing we could do. We could prioritize this as a one-way road. Let's see what happens when we do that. When we force traffic to only go one way, yeah, we'll definitely have to do it at that junction. Then let's see if that doesn't streamline traffic just a little bit. Now, another thing we could do is we could add another on-ramp right here. But this traffic seems to be flowing okay. I just wonder if it would be any better if we added just another simple little on-ramp. That way traffic didn't have to go there, it could peel off and come here. Now this is still being a really big cluster, but there are a lot of garbage trucks that are trying to get out of here. And they're all trying to get onto the interstate. So another thing we might do is we may just kind of go here. No, this is where I wanted to go. Oh, wrong type. Now surely they will peel off and go there instead. We're up to 58%, which still isn't all that great. Now let's see, these guys, are they ever peeling off and going somewhere else? They are. That's the big issue here. And then let's do this. That way they can only turn right, and that really should get the area going. Now these guys have low land value, so that's something we're going to have to address here very, very quickly. I don't see anyone utilizing this little route. Okay. Well, traffic is still immensely backed up. Now this is flowing a little better, but it's not doing a whole lot. So let's look at this highway and let's see what everything is here. We've got a ton of private vehicles, that's right. So let's do this. Let's go ahead and just work on a little bit of a public transportation system. We will start with a very, very easy bus depot. Now, this update, this DLC comes with a lot of really, really awesome public mass transit style things, which is really, really cool. There are a lot of awesome things here. We have cable cars, we have monorails, Metro monorail train hub. This one is really, really interesting because, is it this one or is it? Yeah, I think this one has the ability to do trains, the metro, as well as a monorail. Connect metros, monorails, and trains. So you could literally have a hub right here that gets all three of those taken care of at once, and it's just a big giant hub. I really, really, really like that idea. But for now, I'm going to go really basic and simple, and we need to find a not so high traffic area that we want to place our bus depot, and then use those guys. We'll plop it down in this area. I know it's not the best, but that's okay. Now, we just need to get some bus lines going. This isn't very efficient. Here, let's actually remove that. Let's come over on this side. And then kind of come down this way. And kind of just circle this neighborhood. Let's go over on that side. We don't want too many stops. I don't want to make this a big, huge ordeal. Let's actually remove this stop. And let's start over. Let's go ahead, because there's... Okay. Let's get back into this. Let's see where these guys are going. So they're all coming in. They're not even coming all in from the highway. Most of them are coming in from this section. So what we really need is we need bus stops here that will go all the way over there, but I would rather not do that. I would almost rather make local bus stops that go to like a metro station, have a metro station that comes all the way down and goes into this area. Because they are spreading out all throughout here, so it's almost like they commute coming from all the way over here. So let's work on this a little bit. Let's work on this just for a tiny bit. I'm not sure where to put it. People won't be very happy putting it right there. We'll just slap it right there. Okay, so bus lines. So people are coming into there. I want to prioritize this one. So they're all coming in from in there. We got a lot of interconnecting going on. And a lot of incoming as well. So let's do some kind of locals, and since there's a lot of local traffic that comes in, I think we can do a... I mean, honestly, what we could do is we could do... Where is it? Oh, where is it? Because this is really cool. It is a... We have a train depot. Is this it? Multi-platform in station. No. We have a... Oh, here it is. This is a monorail to bus hub. So we could have a bus station that drops people off here and they ride the monorail. Now, of course, that doesn't really apply to us right now. So I'll just stop. I'll just stop and get buses going. So we'll do a really simple route. We will just do... We'll stop by the school. And we'll add that. So that'll be one bus stop. And then we'll add another one that will start... Let's see. I guess it would have to start over here. And then kind of goes down here. Oh my, they'd have to go all that way around, huh? That's a little ridiculous, but it's okay. Oh, because it's on the other side of the road. Oh. Well, that's not super efficient. Well, no, I don't want it to go there. I guess we could have a bus stop here. Then there. But I don't want to go all the way down there, so we will simply just reconnect it at that point. So, we got a couple of bus lines. We really need to separate this line. We will make it blue. Number 1 and number 2, that will work. And then hopefully that'll kind of streamline traffic a little bit. And then in the next episode, what we can do is we can build a connection, like right here, for some metro. And shoot the metro down here. Sound good? I think it sounds good. Just anything to kind of limit them from doing anything real crazy in the beginning would be a really good idea. And then also we have some issues. We have some trucks and some pedestrian stuff going into these industrial zones. So that's one thing we could do as well. Let's go ahead and just create a line. They'd have to come in through here. See, this is another issue we're having, is they've split all these roads, which is effective in a sense, but it's not always the best way to do it. Yeah, it's not the best way to do it at all. I mean, like, I could come at a bus stop here, go around, but see, I'd have to go all the way in a different weird direction just to hit the other side. So what I think we could do here is we could just switch this and make all of this traffic go in this direction. And then have that go in, and that's fine. That'll work. So that way we can then have... And this is a good commercial hub. So this will definitely, I think, help the area out. I mean, even something like that, even just having transportation around this commercial area would be a good idea. And then let's just add a couple more. And guys, don't judge me on my mass transit skills, because they are terrible. They are absolutely awful. Yeah, we'll go down here. And then for the last one, we'll circle through and add a stop in the middle of this place, and then complete the line. We'll see if that works. We'll see if it works. So let's go ahead and hit play. Get those buses pumping out. And see if they do any effective work. They'll, of course, pump out to all the individual places relative to where they are. And again, hopefully that'll just kind of reduce traffic. Right now we're at 57%. It's not that great. And then in the next episode, what we will do, as I mentioned, we will bring things to a head a little bit and do it a little quicker than I worked on today. Let's go ahead and build. Botanical gardens really help spruce up the entire area. There we go. Everybody just be happy. Congratulations, we've reached 32,000 people. And, coincidentally, the end of the episode. So guys, I hope you will enjoy this. I hope you are able to get the expansion. It does a lot of really cool things. I've been watching some people play it, and I really like the things I've seen so far. Now, these guys will obviously be using these up a little more. As you can see, there are a lot of people already lining up to get into this transportation system, so hopefully it'll kind of alleviate the traffic a little bit. But guys, if you enjoyed this episode of City Skylines with this scenario, then give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Follow me on Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. As I mentioned, I will be doing an actual city that won't get uploaded as much as I would like it to. There's just a little too many things going on. Can't be uploading too many videos, but I hope you will definitely support it and you guys will enjoy doing this scenario. Other than that, this is Havoc, and I'm out of here. Peace.